It's difficult not to be fascinated by the convict era songs if one's interested in Australian folk songs and bush songs. The convict period in Australia saw 165,000 odd souls transported to Australia, many think from 21 years to 14 years, 7 years to life. And these souls sometimes, as we know, really committed what we would classify as minor crimes. There were so many crimes against the invasion of personal property in England around the time of Australia's settlement. It was really laws to protect the rich. I mean, you couldn't even go onto a land area and hunt for rabbits or fish or dig for coal. And many of the poor blighters that were sent here were what we classify as petty infringements. The songs range from rambling long ballads to abbreviated versions of them that once they entered the popular culture, the songs shortened. Many of them used older tunes, so this was part of their success in circulation, that they were readily sung. As we know, around the Seven Dials district of London, but also in Manchester, Glasgow, Dublin and so forth, there were printers that specialised in printing songs, many of them written after the court cases. So they would have a songwriter employed in the court, in the Old Bailey, for example, taking down the details of somebody's judgment, and they would fashion a song about it, and they would sell these broadside ballads, one sheet of paper, and for a penny or whatever. And the ballad singers, the broadside sellers, often would pin them, these many sheets, to their greatcoats and sing snatches of them on the streets of London. This is one that's simply called Australia, and it's fairly typical because they mostly express remorse for their crime and hope that they're going to be reunited with their loved ones. When I was a young man, my age 17, I ought to have been serving Victoria, our Queen. But those hard-hearted judges to me they did say, we're sending you away to Australia. I fell in with a damsel who was handsome and gay. I neglected my work more and more every day. To treat her like a lady, I went on the highway, and for that I was sent to Australia. Now the judges, they stand with their whips in their hands. They treat us like horses to plough up the land. You should see us poor convicts down in the courtyard. Oh, how cruel is our fate in Australia. Australia, Australia, I'll see you no more. Worn out by the fever, worn down to death's door. But if I should live but 7 more years, I'll then bid farewell to Australia.